Coco Gauff. I was able to do well because of the good energy. And we love Coco. As always, this coverage is brought to you via the doctrine of fair use, the fair dealing, and the digital Millennium Act. She said it herself. It's all about the good energy. But much love and respect to big game Jessie P. Jessica Pegula. She's Mrs. Reliable, Mrs. Consistent. Let's just say she's a walking final now. And Coco Gauff would say when she came on tour, Jessica was one of the players that showed her love and respect and kind of took her under her wing. So we love Pegula for doing that. I think Pegula's an amazing, classy player, nice person on and off the court. And congratulations for being one of the two best players this week. Coco Gauff makes history, guys. She becomes the first player to win her first 9 court finals. And look, why don't I name them? The Upper Lens, where we saw her take out Big Mama Asta, ladies and gentlemen. She won Auckland, Washington, where she took out the Greek goddess. That's right, guys. In Auckland, her first time around, she defeated, was it Rebecca Masarova? That's right. Cincinnati, she took out Iga Swiatek, ladies and gentlemen. And look, I just know this because I cover Coco so much and watch all of her matches. The U.S. Open coming back from down a set against Arena Sabalenka hits hard. Auckland, 2, we saw her take out Svitolina. Last year in Beijing, we saw her take out Karolina Mugova. In the Masters WTA Finals last year, she had to come back down against Queenwin, and today she takes out big game Jessie P. Those are the 9 hardcourt finals she's been in. She's also been in several clay finals. We know that first clay French Open loss to Iga Swiatek. That was pretty darn brutal. We saw her lose a couple clay championships this year to Sabalenka and to Jasmine Paolini. And she won the French Open this year as well, taking out Sabalenka. But Coco Gauff had beautiful words to say again. She said, look, she was able to play well and do well. It's the good energy that helped her through. And again, she's had nothing but positive things to say about Jessica Pegula, the fans here in China. And look, I love China. With all of my businesses, I do business with China. And my business vendors in China, they have one word when I ask for something. It's yes. And I think when it comes to American businesses, they can learn a lot from China. I'm telling you, yes, that's all my vendors say. Yes, Mr. Good Energy. Yes, yes, yes. Whatever I ask, whatever I need, it's yes. And I think American businesses can really step it up because this economy is doing abhorrent, ladies and gentlemen. But this is about Coco Gauff. And I'm just so excited, guys. At 21 years old, she's dominating. She is dominating. And I think the world is finally coming around. Excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather. But the world is finally coming around to where they're seeing what I've seen for so many years, and so many of the amazing subscribers that come to the channel that speak truth, that show love and support this amazing talent. Coco Gauff would even give thanks to the creators. She said, look, none of this is possible without God. I just think she's humble, she's grounded, and she just comes from an amazing family. Corey, Candy, amazing parents. I'm just honored to discuss her matches, to cover her matches and talk about her. I think she's very classy. She's an inspiration to so many young fans all across the world. The same with Pegula. Coco Gauff talked about JC, and a lot of the subscribers came to the channel and they mentioned this, how JC did not want Coco to participate in this Asian leg of the tour. He's like, look, take it off. Let's practice. Let's recover. Let's get ready for the finals. Coco said, yeah, you definitely think that was a good decision now as she wins Wuhan. And yeah, of course. Now, I don't know if he was joking necessarily. I think he was probably just trying to use some reverse psychology and motivate her. But I saw no way that Coco would miss this part of the tour. And a lot of the subscribers, they came early. They said, look, I'm concerned about Coco. There's rumors that she's not going to play on the Asian leg of the tour. And I'm like, I don't think so. Being the defending champion in Beijing, that experience there, I mean, the fans love her here. Coco mentioned in the championship ceremony that she's received so much love and support. She is leaving with an extra suitcase full of just gifts. So I could see it, and she's a champion here. The fans were cheering loud for her, and that's the camp there. We got a new member there, guys. Gavin, she said he's in Africa. He's working. But listen, guys, I do see the improvements, especially on the offense side. I think she feels much more confident. And this is my belief, as we're going to talk about possibly a fifth slam here. Look at the infrastructure in China. I think China has some of the best architects right now. They have the infrastructure. They can have a fifth slam here. It would be easy. Just put it on the schedule. I think they can pull it off. Pegula and Coco mentioned how the improvements this year were just so amazing. They just made them feel at home. We're going to talk about the race of the finals really quick as I pivot. Paulini and Mira, none of those spots are locked because Elena Rybakina is creeping and she could knock one or both of them out. That's going to be interesting. Actually, no, it looks like she can only knock out Jasmine, but Jasmine and Mira can shuffle. So this is going to be interesting because Mira has a lead on Rybakina by, it looks, actually no, there could be a shuffle. Yeah, so Mira and Paulini, none of those spots are guaranteed. This is going to be interesting, guys. I'll keep you posted on that. But go, Coco Gauff, let's go. And let's go back and let's talk about really quick. Should the WTA add a fifth slam in China? I think they should. And this is why I love you guys, because not only can we talk about tennis, I can report with fair criticism, but we can have these personable conversations. I think, first of all, the history books and the records, there's going to be an asterisk by it, right? As we all know, Serena Williams, 23 slams. She didn't have a fifth Grand Slam on the calendar. So if we add a fifth slam here, that's going to be more opportunities for these younger players to catch 23. So there's going to be an asterisk by it if they do it. But I think they could. I think they should. We can't remove any tournaments from the grass season. That's too short now. There's no Master 1000 there already. But I think we can get rid of maybe Rome or Madrid. We're not getting rid of the Indian Wells or Miami. But I think that stretch after Australia, I don't know. There's just a lot of, I mean, of course, you know, we have the Doha, we have Dubai, but I think we could possibly remove one of those tournaments if we're going to add a fifth Grand Slam. We're not getting rid of DC. It's too historic. I don't see the Canadian or the Western and Southern tournaments getting moved, but I just think we could possibly shorten one of these. Look, we've had 3 500s on the Asian leg of the tour and 2 Masters. We could shorten 2 of those tournaments, get rid of maybe one of the earlier tournaments after the Australian Open, maybe one. And look, Madrid and Rome, those tournaments are taking 2 weeks, right? We saw Beijing and we also saw Wuhan conclude in 1 week. So again, we have a couple weeks where we have the schedule to do it and still be on track to have the WTA finals without having to push that back. I think it's possible. We could remove a couple tournaments, just shorten the clay portion of the tournament. I think the clay is by far the longest season of them all. So I think it's possible. Nonetheless, Coco Gauff makes history, guys. Again, she did it in amazing fashion without dropping a set. And I'm going to tell you guys, I personally feel in terms of Coco, double and triple down at what you're great at. We know the backhand's great, her athletic ability, her defense. And yeah, you want to improve the things that you're not so good at, the things that you maybe struggle with, so you can become a more balanced, complete player, which she's doing. She's there. I think the way she's playing, she's going to dominate next year. I'm not scared of anyone on tour right now with how she's playing. I think she beats anyone on tour. But I just feel if she continues to double and triple down at what she's great at, her footwork, her speed, her defense gets stronger, her backhand, I think it's a wrap, guys. Double-digit Grand Slams for sure. Coco Gauff wins Wuhan. That's 18 out of 20 matches won on the Asian leg of the tour. And she said, I'll see you guys next year. So long. Tennis in a minute. Thanks for all the love and support. Coco Gauff, champion again. 9 for 9 on hard courts.